letting in the YouTube floodgates first so they can get notification. And we'll be letting at 11 o'clock Eastern, letting on Periscope. A lot to talk about today, as usual, in the news. All right, Periscope in, Periscope up. Good morning, Las Vegas gal. How are you? Clean up your act, won't ya? How are you? Please swipe and invite if you will. Danielle, good to see you. Keith, good to see you. Trimble Jim, good to see you. Hello, hello. Danielle, I hope you got what I sent you in your private message. Free Bird, good to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Waiting for the YouTubers. There's Mike. Hey, Mike, always first. Always first there. Going to move Periscope over a little bit closer. Loving God. Amen to that. Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Dawn's second. Lisa, good to see you. Kim, good to see you. Good to see everybody on YouTube. Please swipe and invite. Thank you, Keith. Blessings to you, too. Please invite everybody over there on YouTube to come and join us as well. No, not Susie. Susan, please. Good morning. Nope. Trek, good morning. Good to see you. Everybody, please share and invite if you will. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Dakar, how are you? Good to see you. Getting in some more YouTube people. I let everybody on YouTube in about a minute early, so because it takes so long, I think, to get the notifications. I am conservative. How about you? Hey, Hugh, good morning. Thank you. Thank you, Hugh. Snow for JC, good to see you. How is everybody? It's Wednesday. Puzzles, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. How is everybody? We made it to Wednesday. That's a good sign, right? Somebody tell Shauna she's late to the party. Hey, Summit, how are you? Good to see you. Was watching FBI Live. Barbara, watching the FBI. I'm doing fine, Summit. How are you? Deanna, good to see you. Yeah, I guess James Comey is testifying today. Do you think we're going to hear the truth? Anybody optimistic about what's going to be said and what's going to be accomplished? Yes. Why not, Keith? Why don't you believe what you're going to hear today? Yeah. Is Trump doing something nice there? Trump's not at the hearings. Kim says no, absolutely not. No, he's claiming classified. He cannot tell. Yes. Government only lies and denies, according to Keith. Hey, L.A. child. Shauna's in the house. Texas history lover. How are you? Shauna, they're missing you over on YouTube pretty badly over there. Listening to the sophistication and lies at this moment. Dang, no notifications again. I tell you, Shauna, headed that way. Shauna's coming over to YouTube, you guys, so welcome her there. Yeah, James Comey, I think the one thing that he said was that I heard reported anyway, saying, well, I went ahead and said the stuff about Hillary because I didn't think it was good to conceal it or something to that effect. And it's like, okay, well, that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing for the FBI to not want to break the law. Trump might need to pay off Comey for the truth. Yeah, they like my speed typing on tube, I guess. I think so, Shauna. They miss you. They're waiting for James to pop in too. Twixeat, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. You know, the thing of it is, I tell you, most of this stuff, hello, Mario Rocks, is that we're not going to really hear anything. You're not going to get the news that you want. You're not going to hear Comey say, "Yeah, well, I thought Hillary was guilty, and therefore I got that out." And oh, by the way, we've been surveilling Donald Trump during the campaign, and I mean, it's not going to happen. So you'll sit and watch Jesus, Jesus too. Good morning. You'll sit and watch all day long on hearings that really probably aren't going to give you all that much. He is Clinton's pocket, Mike said, referring to Comey. Made it in notifications. Hey, Laura, good to see you. Is that H wrong also on iTunes or Facebook? I'm not sure what you mean. YouTube or FBI? I'm not sure what. I probably didn't read it right, LA child, so I don't really know what you were asking me. Sorry. Uh, so I want to ask you guys if you does anybody something's up with your typo update? Huh? Hey, Karen. Good morning. Does anybody need a job this summer? And it's a good paying job too. It's $8,000 a month. Does anybody want that job? Asher, good morning. Can I up the volume? How's that? Probably I'm not speaking clearly enough in there. You'll take it? Does it matter, Texas history? Whoa, nice. Yeah, where? Sounds suspect. Well, is it really suspect or no toilets? LA Child said, LA Child for 8,000. You come on now. Wouldn't you do toilets? I mean, seriously. Thank you, Asher. Yeah, I wasn't speaking loud enough. Beep. Ah. Okay, so you can get a job. Well, it is legal, but you'll have to change your political persuasion. Fill me in. It's Facebook interns make $8,000 a month. Somebody said, nope, never. Barbara said, yeah, $8,000 a month. I thought, I thought that an internship was when you worked for free. I've been I've been doing it wrong my whole life out of college and everything else. I thought that you were saying, okay, I'll work for free because I want to learn, and so therefore no problem. But no, 8,000 a month. You sign up over there, Shauna, with Facebook. Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty amazing. State of California requires paid interns. Do they pay them $8,000 a month? I'll intern for something. John changes your persuasion every other White House or oh, I won't even say that. Yeah. So yeah, if you want a job with Facebook as an intern, $8,000 a month. And some of the other ones, even Amazon, I noticed Amazon.com, they're paying their interns around $6,000 a month. Hey, Melody, what kind of jobs have we not been told about? I mean, that no wonder these people are going over to the left. If you can get $8,000 a month as an intern, I mean, come on. I'll take it. I know a few accounts I would love to fly. Oh, and by the way, uh, Facebook is hiring about. They're looking for 3,000 people right now. They want 3,000 people because, uh, yeah, Barbara says, sell your soul to the devil. 3,000 people because they want to have people look at the videos, the live streams that people have been doing sometimes of the gentleman that was killed on live. They want these people to do nothing more than to monitor those types of things. So they're hiring 3,000 people. Asher, the Republicans would probably give you about $10 an hour if you're lucky with a job like that. Are you getting my messages? What are your messages? Jesus, Jesus. Hey, Crusader, Teresa, good to see you. Somebody said that they needed a job, working from home. If anybody knows of any jobs like that, I don't. Calling in interns instead of temps is how they get around it. Unbelievable. Good morning. I mean, I can't believe, I still can't believe that you can get a job like that. But I don't know if we talked about it yesterday, but do you guys remember that Facebook now has hired a former executive from the New York Times to work with them? Did we talk about that a little bit yesterday? And for some of you who weren't here, maybe you didn't hear that. So basically, Facebook is going to become like your news media platform. They're figuring out how to work better with journalists. Uh, oh, okay. Yeah, geez, I don't know of any jobs working from home. I mean, you could check the temp agencies and check the papers. I don't know of anyone. Boycott Facebook. Yeah, that would be great. You flushed Facebook 6 years ago, Laura said. It's really hard to do. I mean, Facebook, you think about it, it's a massive platform. And yesterday, Jay Sekulow, anybody went, I'm sure you went over there right after this, is that they're thinking about having a new platform and for themselves as a media platform. Wow, Crusader, you left 8 years ago. Fake brother. Facebook is fake brother, according to LA Child. Can you shout out my homie? No, that we don't do homie shout outs, but that's okay. So they can hire, yeah, probably Barbara. I don't know about that, but uh, oh gosh, Shauna, you have to just refresh it. Yeah, Facebook, I don't know how much longer Facebook is going to be free. I mean, they don't like it now when you post things because they want you to pay for it and they want you to spend money boosting your posts. So I don't know. I mean, the Republicans are going to have to step it up. If they don't step it up, get their own platform, and hurry it up, it's going to be a problem. Facebook just sucks, according to Laura. Try to refresh. Shauna. Facebook, Jamie does want your money. And when you see something you like, read it now because you'll never see it again. I went into one group, and it was a group with Donald Trump, supporting Donald Trump on Facebook. And there was a message from the admin saying that 1,500 of the posts on their page had been removed. No explanation, just remove them. No warning, gone. I know, Texfin. That's true. I mean, it used to be a really nice place, but now it's. I mean, it's a business, and they're running it like that. Hughes said Facebook is on a mission to push globalism. Yeah, that seems to be that. Internet Wi-Fi went out. No idea why. I paid the bill. Shauna, they're cutting you off. They just John Johnny John joined us. Hey, I prefer to tweet. Yeah, if you come over to Facebook, over to YouTube, just look for Susan Knowles, subscribe, and click on the bell so you'll get notifications. Hey, hi from England. How are you? Loading back now. Cool. So I mean, can you imagine that you have some of these groups of Donald Trump are 40, 50, 90,000, and you have 1,500 of your posts that just disappear, and nobody says anything about it. They're just gone and they're completely deleted. That's it. Yeah, I have Gab too. Gab is, I don't know. It's harder to communicate. It doesn't seem like the interaction is as good. I don't know why. There are a lot of people on Gab, but it just seems like it doesn't do what Facebook does. It doesn't connect people as well. I hope that gets better. I think also if Gab ever got to the position where they could allow people to live stream, that would be good. Yeah, well, Crusader, if you forget your password at Gab, just go, just put you forgot your password. They'll give you another one. Yeah, there's no flow on Gab. It's very much uh, very spaced out. Susan, could you clarify the meaning of globalism? I'm confused about it. Well, I don't know if there's any good meaning for globalism other than maybe New World Order, people who want to have open borders, who believe in that everybody should just do whatever they do in the world with no borders and, kind of like no borders in the states or the countries. It just kind of all one. Um, Maybe having the same currency, if you will, having the same laws, just one big world all joined together. Hugh said he had a whole bunch of tweets removed about Justin Trudeau. Economy, globalism, or social. Yeah, they're different. LA Child. And I gave just the kind of a generalized definition. Shauna said Gab is using the Columbus method, search and discover. Lots of scopers are complaining about their followers disappearing. Sharonda said that. That's crazy. Clock Jack joined. That's hard to say. Good morning. Bottom line is to make every country equal, remove America's power. Yeah, remove everybody's power except one big, one world order, one person in charge, right? Jerry, good to see you. One world government, one world religion, one world currency, one world everything. Yeah. And isn't that the Antichrist? The definition of the Antichrist? Just saying. Uh, just had to throw that out there. Hello and wonderful Wednesday to you. Yes. Yeah, it's happening really quickly. One world emperor. Yep. It was. Oh my gosh. Crusader, you were sick yesterday? That's terrible. So, some other news today, some good news. Scientists have now eliminated HIV in living animals for the first time. I mean that's pretty amazing. And now that was done in mice, and they're going to move on to larger animals. Yeah, yeah, Jamie. It's pretty amazing. And hopefully, someday soon they can get that to humans. Would be great. Hughes saying that try free speech in Canada. It doesn't exist. Magic Johnson was the first. Yeah, Magic Johnson. That's amazing. Everybody when he got HIV, everybody thought that was the end of him, and he's led a pretty, uh, successful, healthy life. But I think he takes like tons of pills. Just disappeared. Yeah, his son was on a program. Yeah, he can afford that. Yeah, most people can't afford that. That's true. Absolutely true. So I guess there's a number of people who aren't. Hi, Violet. Good to see you. Got to make a call. Okay, Crusader, call me. Just kidding. Um, I guess there is a not much covered in healthcare bennies. True, and not that kind of expense. That's pretty expensive. There's a political action group called the Americans for Legal Immigration. They're not very happy with President Trump at the moment. I guess they felt that his immigration policies, building the wall, getting the illegals out of here, especially the DACA people, they thought that it would be different, and they're very disappointed in the first 100 days. With death panels, you wouldn't be covered for AIDS. That's true. Under Obamacare, you certainly wouldn't be. The PAC is really concerned about the high number of refugees that are still coming in, and the reason that's true is because that's still under the Obama rules. Sounds like a Soros front group. Don said could be Don. They're sending signals through staff members. This is through Trump staff members that he may be open to legalizing many of the illegal aliens. I don't know if that's true because, again, we hear so much in the news and it turns out not to be true. Looks like the spending bill will will pave a way for the future for the government to make more, like double the amount of seasonal workers that come in. CCH 168, it's your first day on Periscope. Welcome. I know, Kim. The liberals block everything, and then everybody's saying, well, you didn't get your job done. Well, everything that he's tried to do, and he's tried to keep the refugees out until they can do proper vetting, that's been blocked. What's he supposed to do? The wall, I guess, apparently now the wall is good. It looks a little different than it did before, at least right now it does. We did get money for security in this last spending bill for border security, but we can't use that on the wall. Jamie moved over to YouTube. Good to see you over there, Jamie. Um, so I don't know. What does anybody think that Trump is actually going to do in the end for the DACA people, the Dreamers? Anybody have any thoughts on that? Do you think he's going to leave them here? What do you think that's going to look like? Case by case. Hi, all. Got a minute. Thought I would check in. Good, Amanda. Good to see you. He is one man fighting an internal war. Yes, absolutely. 67% reduction in illegal aliens looks like the wall is going up. Yeah, Finn, right now it looks like the wall that's going up is not the brick and mortar everybody thought it would be. LA Child says she blames the parents on everything. LA Child, or just yeah, no, I'm teasing you. Yeah, the parents brought him here illegally. I know. Yeah, it's case by case. It would be difficult. I do understand that. I mean, if you were here, and let's say you're a teenager, you're 17, you've been here your whole life, brought here because your parents brought you here, and now you have to, let's say your parents came from, Mexico, and you're being faced with them saying to you, okay, you can't stay here, you have to go live in Mexico. It would be difficult because it's an entirely different culture and everything else. But I think too they're assuming that when the people have to go back to Mexico that they've never been to Mexico and they know nothing about the culture. Somebody else is saying, I didn't catch the name, but it might take about 4 years for him to do. Are you going to speak on Jordan Edwards? I wasn't going to. I don't know about it. If you want to bring the subject up, we can talk about it. It's a very bad idea not to do your paperwork. If you have serious crimes, you are deported. Yeah, I mean, but what could have been done? Like the kids that were brought here, could they have done paperwork on them before? I mean, I doubt it, because if your parents are here illegally, they're not going to go and get paperwork done for you, perhaps, because they're afraid, or they don't know, or they don't have the money. I mean, it's a terrible situation. So I don't know. I mean, I do feel bad for the kids, but once those kids go back home, they can then try to come back legally. Yes, and I mean, I think why not get legal? They could get legal. I mean, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Illegal fruit should be disposed of, Don said. This has happened to a Finnish man in USA since childhood. Doesn't speak Finnish, but deported. Wow. Good morning, Lorianne. How are you? Yeah, I mean, if that's the laws of a country, I think the laws should be, uh, respected, and they should be followed. I mean, if you went into anybody else's country, there are laws, and they would be doing whatever they do. Immigration lawyers all over Texas. Yeah, there's a ton of immigration lawyers in California. We must enforce our laws. I do agree with that. I know. I mean, can you imagine that if you were from Finland or something like that, and you didn't know how to speak the language, we would be in prison. Yes, we would. I think I'm going to be sick watching this circus on MSN. Yeah, I mean, you probably don't want to watch the circus, Lorianne. That's the best thing to do. They are deporting the ones, DACA, that are committing crimes. Yes, which they should. Laws are not made for the hell of it, according to Shauna. And that's true. Again, if you were to go, I'm just using Mexico because it's right next door, but if you go to Mexico, they're not going to give you all the benefits that we give when people come here. Yes, so after 20 years, you could not get work for get legal. Boy, that's going so fast. Mary, good morning. So I mean, it's a really difficult situation. I would hate to be in that situation. I wouldn't have put my children, I don't think, in that situation, knowing what the repercussions were. Again, there are some countries like, let's say, if you went to, I believe it's like New Zealand, um, you can only stay there for about like 5 years. That's true, Barbara. We just don't recognize that as being illegal for some reason. I mean, if you cross the border and you do it illegally, that's a crime, and you should be deported. But that's not what the government looks at it. Las Vegas gal, thank you. But that's what I was saying. Like in New Zealand, you can only stay there for like 5 years, and they only allow certain people in there. They allow people in that they think are going to help their country, and it's just the way countries look at themselves. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think that New Zealand thinks they're better than anyone else. They just think that this is what they have chosen to do and what they believe they need to do for their country. I know they get free everything. Yeah, I know. I live in California. I know that really well, painfully well. Yeah, Asher is saying you do not get citizenship for a child born there either. Protect your country first. Las Vegas gal, absolutely. Texas Finn said he would get into serious trouble if I do not obey Finland's immigration laws. Yes, true. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I see why they always say that about the United States. Well, but everybody wants to come to the United States, land of opportunity. Hey Mohammed, welcome back. Mohammed's back again from Kuwait. We would get kicked out. I mean, you just that's the way every country has its own rules. And as I was saying, I can understand people always think it's America. Everybody wants to be in America, and America has all the money, and so therefore you should share it, and blah 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 blah. But America is who it is because of the fact that in the past, at least, we have enforced our laws. We almost moved to Australia in 2000. They took under 40 and $60,000 liquid assets. Wow. New Zealand is its own country. They will do what they want. Yes, Hugh, and that's why we should do what we want to do. Case by case of dreamers will have to be evaluated. Their age, how long they're here, crime they go, under 40 years old. Oh, under 40 years old, yeah, LA child. Know a lot of people who worked hard to be legal. You only live the dream if you were legal. Yep. Yeah, I think anybody who's here illegally, I mean, to get in front of the line for people who went through years and years and years of trying to come here legally is ridiculous. It's not fair to those people who did everything that they should do in order to be here. They all want to come here and then change us to a place they came from. Doesn't make sense. Well, and it used to be that when you came to America, it was to assimilate into the American culture. And that absolutely isn't what happens anymore. And today, if you say that, then you're a racist. McDuder, thanks for inviting people. We should not accept any dual citizenships or whatever country you came from. I don't mind the dual citizenships. I mean, as long as you go through the process. What does anybody else think about that? Should we accept dual citizenship? Yeah, man, it is a slap in the face to the ones that have done everything legally. If you love the old country so much, go home. Yeah, exactly. Cool with yeah, Finn's cool with the dual citizenships. 40 plus years of illegal immigrants in Hollywood have destroyed California. Well, that and Democrat leadership, Keith. Let's not leave that out. Because they can still collect Social Security and so forth. Yeah. Dual citizenship is okay, Shauna said, but behave as the country you are in expects. Don would not go there if they paid you. Dual citizenship wannabe. So, where do you want to be a dual citizen of Finland and here? Give Brown is yeah. Oh, Governor Brown is a psycho. Yeah, we all know that. I don't know. He's so much a psycho. He's just he's a liberal Democrat. He can't help himself. You know what I mean? He was born that way. I get called a racist bigot every day, yet I have a native woman sleeping on my couch for almost a year paying no rent, Hughes said. Governor Brown. Fin- Finland and USA, my kids have both passports. Don says he has missions in Cambodia. Yeah, I mean, Italy is still accepting. Oh, maybe we should all go to Italy and apply, as long as we're Italian. Brown and the train to nowhere. Oh, don't get me started on the train. Good Lord. His bullet train. Yeah, the Oroville Dam is breaking down, needs repair, horrible, and he wants a bullet train. God bless Texas. We really have to worry about the generation of voters. These millennials are just so uneducated. It is scary, according to Shauna. Build a bullet train on the wall across country. uh, yeah, I guess this bullet train wants to go from San Francisco down to, I don't know, Mexico. I have no idea where it's supposed to go. Into the ocean, maybe. I don't know. I just know that Governor Brown is going to be out of here soon, and unfortunately, it looks like who's coming up may be worse. Fine malt liquor. Good to see you. So that's what's going on there. Did anybody hear what Huckabee said yesterday? You're welcome. Governor Abbott does rock. I wish he were our government. I know, Amanda. It was great what Huckabee said. Now, okay, so he tweeted out this: our governor sucks. LA child, he more than sucks. I mean, is there a word bad enough for Jerry Brown to describe him? I really don't think so. Sucks doesn't even come close. Um, he slammed the Republicans over their budget deal, and he said if GOP Congress can't even stop Planned Parenthood funding, then they are worthless as a milk bucket under a bull. So I think he explained it pretty well. Although Paul Ryan said that during his press conference on Tuesday, and it was reported thereafter, that the budget does not fund Planned Parenthood. So it's being reported kind of like both ways. So I have no idea. I just know the words from Paul Ryan's mouth is that Planned Parenthood was not funded in the spending bill. Did you hear Mayor Garcetti is running? Oh, no. God. Uh, let me just take that in and sort of let it go. It's like what a joke is right. But you know what? If he ran, he'd probably have a good chance. Maybe the bull is transgender, according to Robin. They're having a talk. Yeah, well, there you go, Robin. Isn't he being? Is he racist or homophobe or whatever for saying that about the bull? I mean, come on, got to be careful, right? Scott Baio is running for governor in California. Really? Chachi? I don't think Chachi would have a chance. I really wish that James Woods would run for governor. I tried to get that started and tried to get that going around Twitter, but it never picked up speed. People just kind of let it go. Yeah, now the bull is offended. I know. But I think that would be James Woods would be so great as a governor. But James Woods, he's not going to want to do something like that. It's like it's beneath him to waste his time doing that. Yeah, Arnold got elected. I know. That's because we hated Gray Davis so much for all the gray outs that he was causing in California and making us live like worse than under Jimmy Carter. That's why we got rid of him. And Arnold got it because People knew the name. It that's what it was. If they hadn't known his name, he probably wouldn't have gotten elected. Jesse Ventura and Al Frankenstein. Yeah, isn't I heard rumors that Al Franken may try to run for president. No more governors with color names. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, can you believe that if Al Franken tries to run for president and they're already of course talking about Elizabeth Warren running for president. I know. Al Franken. Al Franken, the one thing Al proved is that you can still go to Congress and still be a comedian. You don't have to change anything. Warren will get nowhere. Shauna, I'd like to believe that Warren would get nowhere, but she has people who wanted her to run instead of Hillary, and they had a website set up and everything. Yeah, LA Child saying, I hope they all run and be a panel of 17 of the worst people in the world. Al seated next to Jill makes Frankenstein. Oh, Warren, we know better. What could be worse? Oh, I don't know. Like Maxine Waters. Oh my gosh, Maxine Waters running for president would be a dream come true. Lisa says she thinks Al Franken is an alcoholic. Really, I haven't heard anything like that. I know Don said he'd be laughing so hard he couldn't vote. I know. Could not listen to her talk for more than 2 minutes before I shut her out and pick up a phone. They're going to put Oprah out to run. She is dangerous. Yep. Oprah will have, she'll have a big audience. I know. Waters on the DNC ticket as the as the next female presidential candidate. That's when it's time to hang it up. He frequently sounds drunk, slurring, just my opinion. I just, who knows, Lisa? Probably just the way he is. In media prevents. Welcome. Jesse Waters. Yes, with every vote, Oprah gives you a new car. Yeah, and it wasn't even Oprah that gave you the new car. It was Oprah's sponsors that gave you the car, but I think she took credit for the car giving. All of these people, when they say, like, who does that? Ellen DeGeneres, I guess, does that too, gives away stuff. I mean, it's the sponsors that are paying for it. It's not Ellen and it's not Oprah or anybody else that does that. So, but they of course take credit for it. Comey is on. Oh yeah, well, Barack Obama will be Oprah's VP. Remember, I said that according to Asher. Asher predicts that Barack Obama will be Oprah's VP. Maybe they could all live in the same house, except for the fact that Michelle Obama doesn't like Oprah, they say. Bernie Sanders promised to be Santa Claus. Yeah, they were talking about too. Well, maybe we can get Bernie Sanders to run. I think Bernie will be close to 80 years old. Michelle doesn't like Barack either. Valerie Jarrett gets first pick on the bedrooms. Yeah, I think she already has. Hugh says Oprah is a horrible human being. Uh, oh my gosh. Yeah, I think Oprah, she'll probably get back into politics. Though. But, don't you think that next time that with Donald Trump being elected, not being a career politician, it's a HEIL, that we will see probably more people who are not politicians. People like, I don't know, Kanye West, who might run, or Oprah, somebody who is more the Hollywood type, or I would like to see like a business person run. Just Sarah loves winter. Good to see you, Sarah. Oprah could bring in World War. You mean the New World Order? Run Buns, Run Bunna Bunna 1. It's your first time on Periscope. Welcome. Taja, welcome. A lot of people are upset by Colbert's rant on President Trump. Fire Colbert. I tell you, I mean, what I heard that he said was absolutely disgusting. And if a Republican said that, they would be out the door the next day. So, why he was allowed to say that? I would like an accounting firm as president to balance the budget. Yep. Start with term limits. Yes. Hey, Poke. Good to see ya. Yeah. It. I mean, crazy stuff. Vulgar, if it was true. Yeah. I've heard a lot of people say that it was true. Hit back by contacting sponsors of Colbert's show. Yes. So Jerry is saying we need to call the sponsors of Colbert's show and give them, tell them we don't appreciate what Colbert said about President Trump. Hey, Robert, good to see you. Yeah, it was pretty nasty. Anyone else hear that Susan Rice lived with Madeleine Albright for many years? Wow. No thanks, Don. Do you think Pocahontas has a chance? Robin, I think she has. I don't watch a show either, Jerry. I think she has a lot of people, Robin, who really are for her. And they were ready to go when Hillary was running. They wanted Warren instead of Hillary. 777 year old. You're on. How are you? So it's hard to say, but I wouldn't discount her at all. She is ditzy, but not to the Democrats. She's not. And did you guys hear that if it were October 27th of 2016, if that's when voting would have occurred, then Hillary Clinton would be your president now. That and the fact that if it hadn't been for Comey, WikiLeaks, Russia, the Tooth Fairy, and all of us voters, she would have been the president by now. That's what she said. Actually, the Tooth Fairy part is kind of what I threw in, but she said Comey, Russia, and WikiLeaks. And you know why she's surfaced again? She's resurfaced because she has a new book that she's going to write. Yes, that's what Ditzy Hillary says. But she's going to write a book. I'm sure you all are going to go out and buy this book right away about what it was like for her to go through the whole process as a woman who was the Democrat candidate. Yeah, only Benghazi was not enough. Plus, we don't like her. Exactly. Going to pre-order it now. I mean, get copies for your family and friends. Yeah, I guess people have to have the first woman president just because, according to Robin. Yeah, does anybody think she'll get that $60 million like Obama did for his book? I wrote an article today at SusanKnowles.com on Hillary, her saying that. Yeah, she basically said that there would have been a lot of important things that she could have said and a lot of important things that we could have done. Why can't she offer to go on a space flight one way? Robin said. Let's protest all bookstores that sell it. Well, didn't her book last time just do horribly bad? I mean, frankly, I would rather read more books about, I don't know, the pay to play scandal with when she was in Secretary of State, the Clinton Foundation, what happened to all those people that worked for her and are no longer here, what happened in Benghazi. That would interest me more. So if she wants to write that book and somebody could kind of verify that what she's saying is true, I might actually go purchase that book. But hey Joe, if you want to read a great book on the Clinton Foundation, and I'm talking naming names and just laying it out there for you, read the book by Jerome Corsi called Partners in Crime. He's been on my show. If you go to Spreaker.com, look up Susan Knowles, and look for his show. It was an excellent show. I'm telling you, that book is worth buying. I had to read it for the show, and I'm telling you, I mean, if you want to talk about a jaw dropper, that book is it. And again, he doesn't hold back. Ah. Book 13 Hours, I think it's named after Benghazi, was very realistic. She started the flood of economic refugees in Europe by attacking Libya, according to Finn. Of course, he is awesome. Wow. It almost felt like we had an earthquake just then. I'm not even kidding. The table was shaking. We came, we saw, he died. Yeah, I know. And no more, Don is saying no more meals in school. They're getting rid of that. Yeah, I know, Lisa. I'll be underneath the table. Don't mind me. So, so poor Hillary. I don't know. Miss Ting, how are you? Still trying to have a relevance, I guess, and so that's what it's all about. But uh, she's also now the if you will, the new face of the resistance. She's now going to be an activist and part of the resistance. So I don't know. Does that mean that Hillary's going to be running around with the black clothing and the black mask? I don't know. Would we know? Would we care? I mean, she's already got the pantsuit down, so I'm not sure. Not too far to. You'll keep on typing until I come out from underneath the table. Oh my god. Yeah, that was pretty scary, pretty freaky. I know resist, right? She's gonna go out there and march with Obama. Lost relevance a long time ago. She did, but I don't think she's aware of that yet. Robin says she has no problem resisting Hillary. How can you live with yourself knowing you looked the other way when Benghazi attacked and could have sent help? I don't know. We could ask her and Obama that same question. I don't know how they did it and how they stood by the caskets and how they talked to the parents and said what they did. The parents of the people in Benghazi have a bunch of old flash cameras going off around Hillary. It would be funny. Oh gosh, Finn. Yeah, what is that too with Hillary? She was so sick at one point and looked absolutely horrible, and then seemingly came back like nothing had ever happened. Can anybody explain that? Anybody have any ideas how that happened? I mean, we all remember her being put in the car. Oh, Jerry, what difference does it make? All, putting in the car, stumbling into the car, basically falling face forward into the car. Think it was for sympathy? Really? God, she looked awful though. Robin said she would never play poker with Hillary. Why is that? Rarely seen woman transfusions. I don't know, Finn. I mean, it was body double is what Dawn is saying. That and Barbara's saying the same thing. Body double. It's called blood transfusions. Yeah, Asher said that was really weird. I remember. Yeah, she really did like transform overnight. They should have been more forthcoming with her health issues. Hey, Lou Bob, but what really were her health issues? Because I mean, again, right now she looks perfectly healthy. When you see her, when she talks, whatever, I mean, she doesn't look like she did during the campaign. I don't know if the stress was getting to her. I don't know if she had body doubles. I have no idea what it was, but it sure looked like night and day from now. They covered it up. Las Vegas gal is saying. Kahan, good to see you. Lies will destroy you, Amanda said. Brain injury, seizure, pneumonia. She probably had all that. Looked like one time. Finn is saying tiny cold black heart. Robin said she was stiff as a board when they were loading her into the car. I know. And Barbara said maybe they got her meds corrected. She certainly did have a an absolute turnaround, because for a while there it looked like she was not going to make it. And I think, wasn't it Cernovich who came out and said a whole bunch of stuff about her health that it really didn't come to fruition? Wasn't that him? Dawn said that shrill screech gives her away. I know, Dawn, you can't, even with a body double, can't do that, right? Um, so let's see what else that we have here. I think it was him. Also, there have been a lot of criticisms lately because Donald Trump hasn't started the wall and didn't get that wall put in the spending bill. What do you guys think? How do we? And Robin said, remember how she was coughing all the time? Yes, all the time. Uh, how do we get the Republicans to stop worrying about the left and do what we sent them there to do? Trump's energy was giving him an edge. They covered up instead, backfired bigly. Asher said she has been able to rest. She has a brain disorder. It's only been 100 days. It's true, Asher. They need to realize we won, vote them out. But how do we get Congress to realize, you don't quit worrying about the left so much and everything they say and they do. Get what you want. Go in there. I mean, we're supposed to be the ones in that have the authority. We're in control right now, but it doesn't seem like that. Rome wasn't built in one day. Oh, let him ask Rick Perry to help. We already have 2,000 miles of wall. Yeah, they're trying to fight it here, Barbara, as you might imagine. Breaking news on Fox: crash in an auto auction in Boston, many injured. Great. Does it look like intentional? Is that what you're saying? A car ran into some people? What's with the GOP? They're like deer in the headlights. Do something even if it's wrong. I know, Robin. Take no prisoners, heads on a pike, according to Don. I mean, they're gonna have to do something different. I mean, we're seeing this year after year. Billy, good to see you. Seeing this year after year after year. We do the same thing. What good does it do to have the House, the Senate, and the president be Republican if you're not going to do anything? They need to get new blood. Hello, Billy. Yeah, they need to do something different. I mean, we have the same people. We have, Ryan as Speaker of the House. 8 years of Obama, we're seeing the lies and cover up, Sarah said. And we still, we're not going to find out all the lies until, 20 years from now? Yeah, we won. Let's slay it. I know, LA Child. Republicans cave on everything. They do. And Ryan does have to go, Amanda. I agree. Well, thank you, Billy. um, why can't Republicans barge through bills like the Democrats? They better not waste this. It's over for the Republicans. But Asher, aren't they already kind of wasting it? I mean, they really are kind of wasting their opportunity. We have everything now, and we still can't get it done. A lot of Republicans in the office are manipulated, dirt, blackmail, possibly. Could be true, Jerry. Could be true. I mean, we don't necessarily have the lobbyists buying them off anymore. So, Dems and rhinos are heavily entrenched. Yes, they are. My heart hurts for the president. He does love the USA and his supporters. I know. We need new Republicans. Yes, I don't know. Need to ask Arizona why you keep voting John McCain back in. That's why we need Drain the Swamp to be real, LA Child says. Yes. Asher, I agree that they act like they need the Democrats' approval. I'm disgusted, Asher said. Yep. We can't get stuff done because we need 60 votes on the good stuff. And see, Shauna, if we had Republicans who would stick with other Republicans, then we could get it done. Woof, woof. Woof, woof has joined us. Utah Red Hat, good to see you. They're lazy, won't check out new people. I don't know if it's so much lazy or there's so much power Like John McCain wields a lot of power in Arizona, knows a lot of people, a lot of groups are behind him, and he keeps getting reelected. Texas needs to get rid of Cornyn, yeah, in just a few. Hello, Texas. I go Texas Kilo. Oh, okay. Oops, spelled the wrong. Okay, Barbara. Late, late, late. James, you are so late, late, late. You got like 5 minutes left. What's up with that? It's like the Republicans keep looking at each other saying, "Can we do this?" I know. The Republicans have forgotten what it is, what it's like to win, what it's like to be in power, what it's like to say, "This is what we're going to do." They just keep saying we can't get this done. People forget that McCain was going up on treason charges, but he got a reprieve from the president. And Don saying a pardon. Mike is saying he thinks that Hillary was legitimately sick and she just needs a lot of rest and cannot handle too much activity. I don't think any of it was fake. GOP are lazy and corrupt. POTUS does all the heavy lifting with no backup from his party. And seems to look like that. We need to go show them how to win. Well, we do, Amanda. Somebody's got to show them how to win. Take charge, Robin said. We've been so used to carrying the Democrats' water, for 8 years. Get the neocons out of the National Security Council. The GOP for Hillary crowd needs to be ratted out. Term limits would help, yes. Get new blood in there. Maybe more rhino reps were brought than we knew. Yeah, bought than we knew. That's all or nothing attitude. That's the problem. By Nixon, no less. Huh. Stand up for what's right. You win. I know, Kilo, Texas Kilo. That's true. We got to get people to stand up. That's the problem. We don't have enough people standing up. We go silent too often. Republicans don't work together really well. Where Democrats, people on the left, even if they hate each other, they will work together to get their agenda pushed forward. We don't do that. Get a cattle prod, Robin said. I don't think some of these would even feel it there, Robin. I think they've been there so long, so leathered over. I don't think they would feel it. There isn't a problem to deal with uniting people. 2 cops shot in Chicago last 24 hours. I saw that, James. Pretty amazing. Get some fire in the belly, Robin said. Mike doesn't want me to say body doubles because it was bad enough having one, he said. In regards to Hillary. Yeah, so I don't know. We have to change our strategy, and if things don't start improving a little bit more, with Donald Trump getting the backing, Donald Trump getting through the things that he said that he wanted to do, I think we're going to be in trouble in 4 years. And a lot of what he's been trying to do has been stopped by the left. They're like Judge Ruth sleeping on the job. Hope Trump uses drug money for the border. That would be great. They did capture the guy who took El Chapo's place. I think his last name was Lopez. He's been arrested in Mexico City, and he's the one that helped El Chapo escape in 2001. He also may be extradited back to the United States because he was indicted in Virginia in 2011 for allegedly distributing cocaine and money laundering. Yeah, good lock him up. I wish we weren't going to lock him up here though. I don't want the United States to have to pay for him, but we may have to. I mean, just leave him where he is in Mexico City. And the prisons are far worse there, but I'm sure they'd be afraid of him there. These drug cartels are they're just horribly bad. Nobody on the left said the right would set us back 50 years. Gotta undo the evil, stupid stuff. For sure. Got a lot of stuff to undo. It's going to take some time. Someone with a real tough, mean streak to want to even train to be a cop now. He could buy his way out. Well, cops I know aren't paid enough, Shauna. That's for sure. Prison in Mexico is luxury if you have money to buy comfort. Wow. Unbelievable. New media prison system. Ugh. Unbelievable. Cartels worse than ISIS. Chicago worse than Syria. Hello, how are you? Yeah, they really should take the drug money from El Chapo and do something with it. El Chapo, El Chapo, tomato, tomato. Yeah. Okay. Only one block today. That's not too bad. I think it was only one. Maybe there was two. Hey, Jenny, how are you? Good to see you. We're just finishing up. I know you. Building wall. I know. Supposedly, we do have parts of the wall with steel rods and things like that, but so far, right now, we don't have exactly, brick and mortar. Read last night. They said we could not take drug money. We do in Texas all the time. I know. Change the law then. Just started the lunch break. Oh, Jenny. Well, maybe get the replay. Oh, Shauna, you blocked him too. Yeah, he was a little bit different. James says 193 murdered, 1,064 shot in Chicago year to date. Robin says her heart goes out for the cops. There are so many who hate them now. Yeah, we've got to start enforcing our laws. We've got to start protecting our police force, backing them up. Things have got to change. They really do. Well, you guys, it's a little over the hour. Thank you so much for coming in. If you haven't already, please swipe and invite. Um, or I guess at this point, just retweet today. And for everybody who's on YouTube and anybody who wants to, please go over to YouTube, look for Susan Knowles, sign up, subscribe there, and then just click on the little bell so that you will get notification. Thank you, Texas fan. I hope you come back. Okay, going to get case for the phone. Thank you, Utah. Thank you. Glad you love it. Gotta love free speech. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Even in the blue state of California, there's always some red. Thank you, Barbara. Really appreciate it. Click the thumbs up for me, please, over there on YouTube. Really appreciate it. On Hearing Lies. Yeah, Sarah, do yourself a favor. You probably don't want to see it all that much. Thank you, Asher. Have a great day, Robin. See you guys. And you never know when I might be popping in, so stay tuned. Take care. All right, YouTubers. Good to see you today. Thanks for coming in, and we shall talk later. Hope you're signed up and getting notifications when they come on. Take care.